My lifelong crush and best friend just confessed she has feelings for me, and now I'm stuck between risking our amazing friendship and going after the love I've always wanted. So I, 20M, have known this girl, we'll call her Katie, 20F, for the sake of this post, since we were 14. I met Katie when we were paired up in a group project for this one class. I found out we had a lot in common and we became friends. Over time, I developed a massive crush on her. Sophomore year 1 asked her to homecoming and she said yes. It was a good time, but after it didn't really lead to anything, I got the sense that she didn't like me the way I liked her. Then in junior year, Katie came out as lesbian. Honestly, I wasn't super surprised, but I was a little heartbroken, and I decided to put all my feelings away and just be supportive as possible for her. I was really enjoying my senior year. I started dating this girl the summer before school started, thanks to Katie setting us up. Things were going well until COVID hit. My girlfriend broke up with me because she couldn't handle a relationship at the time. I was sad about that, but more upset that I was gonna miss things like prom and senior trip. Katie knew I was upset and invited me over for a fake prom which consisted of us getting dressed up for photos and immediately going inside to play old Wii games and watch movies. She even bought some of my favorite snacks. Still probably the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. The first year of college sucked. Nothing noteworthy happened other than Katie and I going to the same school. Katie started to date this girl who I'm 99% sure hated me for no reason. They broke up over the summer and now we can move on to the important part of my story. Katie and I decided to get a place near campus together for the school year. Her mom thought it was weird, but her dad, coolest guy ever by the way, thought it was a good idea. We've had lots of good times so far. My favorite thing about living together has been our late night talks. We talk about anything from school, sports, hot girls, bad hookups, etc. Last night during one of our talks, Katie randomly brings up that she might be bisexual. Not gonna lie, I felt a little jealous thinking that she hooked up with a random guy. But she tells me that she has feelings for me. I kind of laughed it off at first until she started crying. She said she started having feelings for me a month ago and was super confused about her sexuality. I apologized for laughing and said we'd talk tomorrow. I didn't want to make any bad decisions that could ruin our friendship. So right now she's at class and I'm just alone thinking, this is literally a dream come true, so why am I hesitating at all? I guess I don't want her to just immediately change her mind after and make things weird between us. I'm anxiously waiting for her to get back. I really do love her, though I never thought I'd have a chance at this kind of love. Any advice on what I should say to her when she gets back? I feel like I'm overthinking this lol. First update, 2 days later. First of all, thanks to the people who commented on my original post. So Katie got here later than usual so she could finish an assignment and have the whole night to talk. When she walked in, we both smiled at each other and didn't say anything. I thought the mood was gonna be lighthearted, but as soon as we started talking we both got really emotional. I took the advice to just be completely honest about how I felt. I told her how I had a huge crush on her when we first met. She knew. I also told her how grateful I was just to have her in my life, and whatever happens I don't want to ruin that. Katie agreed and gave her side of the story. The long comment on my original post pretty much nailed what she was feeling. She felt like she was stuck with the label she put on herself when she was younger. After her last breakup, she started to question herself and her feelings towards me. She eventually sorted out her feelings last month but was afraid to tell me. We laid out some of the possible risks of being together, but realized we were probably being too hard on ourselves. So we're gonna give this relationship a try. We're gonna take it slow and communicate a lot about how we're feeling. We ended the night with a long hug and some more tears. Yesterday morning we talked some more about things like spring break plans and when we would tell parents and friends. Parents will come when the time is right, but our friends will probably just figure it out themselves lol. Honestly, there was a super awkward vibe between us in the morning. I think both of us were scared of trying to make a move or trying something different. We both thought of some fun date ideas for this week to break the awkwardness. Things were a lot better last night. We cuddled for a while, which wasn't really something new, but it feels a lot better now. Overall, I'm just hoping I don't mess this up. We have a week off from work and school starting today, so it should be a good time. Thanks again to the few people who commented on my first post. I think I needed to see someone say go for it. Second update, 2 more days later. Hey, thought I'd give a quick update to the people who followed and asked to keep them updated. Probably my last post for a long time. Don't really want to keep posting my personal life on here. So Katie and I already had plans to visit our families for spring break before we entered our relationship, which sucked because we didn't want to be apart. We live like 10 minutes from each other, so yesterday we just drove back in one car. Wow, way to make it obvious. I said screw it and convinced my parents to let Katie and her parents come over for dinner. Dinner was good and we all played a few games afterwards. We had to hold in our laughter when her dad made a comment about how nice it is that Katie and I have been friends for so long. I guess it's possible that he knows because that's definitely his style of humor. Now the biggest part of the update, we had our first kiss. Katie wanted to go on a late night drive just like we used to. I was dropping her off and she just leaned in and kissed me. It wasn't super long, but it was really nice. We have some plans for this week, but we're also broke as heck, so like I said, I'm probably done posting these for now. I feel like first kiss is a good note to end on. Thanks for all the nice comments. If I do post again, hopefully it's a positive update. Third update, 1 more week later. Hey, I saw a few notifications about new followers on this profile and apparently my post was shared somewhere, so that's cool. Figured I could give a quick update about Katie and me. These last 2 months flew by. Relationship is going great. Not much has changed in our dynamic except we kiss and have make love now lol. We just moved out of our apartment because the semester is over. Gonna miss that place. We were planning on telling people about us once the semester was over, but someone got drunk and posted a picture of us kissing on their Instagram story. Of course, Katie's parents saw it and told my parents because they are all friends. They were happy for us, so that's good. So yeah, that's about it. It's funny looking back at how nervous I was. Fourth update, 1 year later. Good news is Katie and I are still together a little over a year later. It still feels surreal that we're actually together. So I just wanted to share a couple stories from the past year and clarify some things I've seen in the comments. So overall things are going great. Last summer was basically our time to get used to being a couple. The transition from friends to dating was easy. It was only a little awkward the first time we were together around our families. Like most of you guys said, Katie's dad had a good feeling this would happen. He actually made a bet with Katie's brother 2 years ago that we would eventually date. We moved back in together when this school year started. We also both turned 21 this year. Katie's 21st birthday party delivered an all-time great moment, but don't ask about it. When my posts were put on a big subreddit, Katie and I spent one night going through all of the comments. We're happy that so many of you loved our story. And yes, I know why Katie's ex hated me. I just meant that I didn't do anything to her or try to take away from their relationship. So thanks for the support. Here's to 1 year and hopefully many more. Fifth update, 2 years later in 2024. I guess I have to do another update cause it got posted to that big subreddit again and my DMs are blowing up lol. Yes, Katie and I are still together and going strong. We graduate in less than a month, which is pretty crazy. Gonna be sad to leave the place where this all started, but I'm excited to see what's next because to be completely honest I have no clue what's next lol. Always gonna love coming back and reading my original posts and seeing how everyone has responded to them. Forever grateful for all the advice I got. It changed my life. If anyone wants to ask me anything go ahead, but other than that I'll see y'all whenever my DMs blow up again. Bye for now.